I need your love, I need your time. When everything's wrong, you make it right. I feel so high, I go alive.
Yo, what's up YouTube? Steven Doe right here. I wanted to record a full day of eating on my current cutting cycle that I'm doing. So with my macros right now, I'm trying to cut to 135 pounds in the next 30 days. This morning I woke up at 143.2 pounds. And so I have about a month away. My macros are currently 35 grams of fat, 160 grams of carbs, and 140 grams of protein. It's a pretty aggressive cut, and part of it is because I want to make weight earlier than later and wait for potential jiu-jitsu competition. But yeah, let me show you guys what I'm going to eat today, and I'll show you the macros as well. And let's get started with the time. It is 2:21 p.m. And I have not ate since I think like 9 or 10 o'clock last night. So I've been fasted here, not intentional, just got a busy day here. So the first thing I'm going to do is eat 1.5 servings of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and then 1 serving of the Almond Breeze almond coconut milk. So let's go ahead and measure this out here. So here are the macros on the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. 1.5 servings comes out to about 46 grams measured, and then 1 serving of the almond milk comes out to 240 milliliters. So let's go ahead and turn on the scale and then measure up 46 grams. I'm hoping this is a lot. 46. I'm going to do 46 instead of 46 and a half because it doesn't do halves on here. Shit. 46. Boom. Alright, I'm going to zero it out and measure the milk in there. So 240 milliliters. So milliliters. Zero that out. Put the cereal away. Got the almond milk. And then 240 milliliters. So let's see if I can do this and record. And this is actually a lot. 241. Close enough. Alright, so this is going to be my first meal. Again, it is 2:23 p.m. now. And I'm also going to be adding a cup of water and my 1-a-day multivitamin. And usually I have a fish oil, but I'm going to have fish for dinner tonight, which I'll show you guys. And I'm also going to have a Quest bar chocolate chip cookie dough. So with this, and here's my macros. So I have it laid out where I have 6 meal names by meal numbers, but that doesn't mean I'm eating it in that specific order. But here's meal 2. I already have most of my stuff planned I'm going to eat, which is the key to success for hitting your macros. But meal number 2, so you can see the cereal, milk, and the protein bar comes out to, if you look at the top, 17 grams of fat, 60 grams of carbs, 24 grams of protein, and 21 grams of fiber, and most of the fiber coming from the Quest bar. So yep, there's meal number 1. I will see you guys at the next meal, and yeah. What's up, guys? I'm on to my next meal. It is 4:04 p.m. and I'm gonna have 4 servings of egg whites. I use the Costco egg whites. I'm gonna use 1 serving of low-fat cottage cheese, and I need fat, so that's why I didn't get fat-free. And then I'm gonna add ketchup, sriracha, can't believe it's not butter, spray, and 2 servings of fat-free shredded cheese. So let me show you guys how I do this here. So I've already got the pan warming up, and I like to use Pam non-stick spray, 0 macros. So let's go ahead and, pan's already warm, spray it. And then the trick that I learned from seeing other people do it on YouTube is, so what you do is you put the, you put the egg whites on the scale, and go ahead and turn it on to 0. And then I've already measured it out, so it's 184 grams for 4 servings. Okay, so now that that's warm, see the heat's on, I'm going to pour, and you got to get good at this, 184 grams. So what you do is you take it here, pour a little, you get good at this. So I want to have negative 184. 127, so almost there. Oh shoot, I'm on milliliters. Luckily the same. It's at 175. So 185, barely missed it, but I'll account for that. And then, so what I'm going to do is let that cook, and then I'm going to add the cottage cheese in the middle and let that melt, along with the 2 servings of fat-free shredded cheese. Alright, so I have my 2 servings of fat-free cheese. Normally it comes out to 56 grams, but I did 55 just to compensate for the 1 gram of egg whites here that was over. Again, here's a scale trick. Put it on the scale, measure it or tare it so it's 0, and then 1 serving is 118 grams. So I'm going to scoop out negative 118. And here we go. Let's go ahead and turn up my scale. What I will do is add the cheese here. And I like to multitask, so you'll see me moving around a lot. But I'm also gonna grab the egg diets. I'm gonna have this for lunch too. Cocoa vanilla. Here's a picture of my fridge. Not that much food. Water, Monster, salmon, which I'm going to have later, cooked 3 containers worth, Greek yogurt, Crystal Light, egg whites, some veggies, and then here's the ham and cheese drawer, condiments, pickles. I'm going to have pickles too, so I'm going to go with this stuff, bread and butter, chips, 0 macros. Okay, boom. Cheese is added. So the next step, pretty much since the egg is already cooked, is we just want the cheese to melt. So I did a terrible job with one hand. Okay, so while that's gonna melt, I'm gonna go ahead and get some pickles in this bowl, and I'll show you guys the macros right now before or while that's melting. So we are on meal. I put it as meal number 1. So the whole meal number 1. Hope you guys can see it here. 3 grams of fat. 3 grams of fat, 15 grams of carbs, and 48 grams of protein. And then I will show you guys the finished product in a second. And let's take a look here if that is melted yet. Okay, so it's almost melted, but yeah, I'll show you guys once it's done. Alright guys, so I just took the egg off the pan, and in case you're in a hurry or just you want the cheese to melt more because it didn't melt all the way, I like to microwave it. I'm doing the rest for like 30 seconds depending on, like, it depends on how well the cheese melted. So in this case, it didn't melt as well as I thought. So let's go and pull it out here. And okay, so here's what it looks like. And I'm going to move it straight to the scale. And the reason why is because I'm going to turn it on, tare it. Okay, now it's on 0. And I already got the pan wash, multitasking. And I'm going to go ahead and add 2 servings of sriracha, which is 10 grams. There we go, 10. Cool. And then I'm going to tare it again, so 0. And then I'm going to add my 1 serving of high and reduced sugar ketchup, which is 16 grams. So let's see here. 16. Cool, 16 grams. Oops, 15. Oh, I just leave it at 15. And then I got the can't believe it's not butter spray. This is 0 macro, so I don't count this either. I'm sure if you use a lot of it, you should count it, but I personally don't. So let's spray some of this. So let's move this over to the dinner table. And here is my meal. Pickles, cheese omelet, Coca-Cola Vanilla 0, which I don't track as well. And there you go, guys. It is 4:21 p.m. and I'll show you guys the next meal and see you guys soon. Oh yeah, so I just cut it open, the omelet. I forgot to show you guys. It's pretty cheesy inside, so yeah, it looks like a mess now because I already messed it all up before recording. Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention again, I don't track 0 macro items. Again, that's my preference. I do track supplements just as a log, but oh, I went to the store earlier today. I wanted to share with you guys what I found. This is like the new craze. So I'm not sure if you guys heard of Arctic Zero ice cream. Well, anyways, I heard that it tastes terrible, so I didn't get that. But the competition is Halo Top ice cream. So I found these at the local shop, New Seasons. Not local, but chain New Seasons. Halo Top lemon cake. I bought 2 of those. A vanilla bean and a strawberry. So I think that normally they're $5 each, but they're on sale 2 for $7, so I bought just 4 of them. But here are the macros for the whole container. It's pretty good. So the whole container would come out to what, 12 grams of fat, 48 grams of carbs, and 28 grams of protein for the lemon cake. Oh, here's a picture of my freezer. Got my meats, salmon, Kyle's pork, chicken back there, and yeah. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy this meal. I'll see you guys at the next meal. Oh, so I wanted to mention, I'm sure people will ask, what about your micros and your veggies and stuff like that? I did not get a chance to go grocery shopping yet. I plan to later this week, and part of that is because I had to fix my refrigerator. So, anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna have frozen veggies later tonight with my meal. Frozen mixed veggies, but normally I have like 170 grams of spinach or a big salad. Again, I just didn't get a chance to go grocery shopping, so I got one more meal later tonight after the gym. I'm going to show you guys my pre-workout mix. I haven't decided if I want to take pre-workout yet, but I do have BCAAs in it and some other stuff, so see you guys soon. Alright guys, it's about 5 o'clock almost, and I'm going to be heading to the gym here in probably an hour-ish. So I wanted to show you guys my pre-workout mix. I also did want to mention that if I didn't have that diet soda, which I don't have too often, that I probably would have been craving that ice cream that I showed you guys earlier. But I'm going to have to save the ice cream for another day, so because I can't fit that into my days since I already planned my meals. So I'm just getting my shaker cup right now. Show you guys. And here is my supplement area, Man Sports. So what I'm going to do, actually what I got to do first is take my creatine. I take my creatine pretty much whenever, but preferably after a meal. So let me open this here, hold on a second. 5 grams, take it straight to the dome, make sure I don't miss it on camera. I really gotta start shaving more often. I'm not a fan of the mustache, but I'm just too lazy during the work week, since I don't really work face to face that much with people. But anyways, so for today, I still haven't decided if I want to take a pre-workout. But usually I either use C4 or the new stuff, which is Game Day. I don't like to abuse pre-workout, but I've been using Game Day a lot for my heavy days, like lower leg days. Yeah, but for sure I'm going to use BCAAs. And I think I might do beta-alanine as well. And then I do the glutamine after the workout. But yeah, I think I'm going to decide not to use a pre-workout today, which means I'm going to use one of these flavored Crystal Lights here. Or just might mix the one that's already in the refrigerator. Yeah, these are awesome because they're individual packs, so you don't have to so you don't have to deal with the crappy flavor. Oh, here's a picture of my pantry, if you guys are curious. So that's my sister and her boyfriend's area. Similar foods, but here's mine. And I got the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh, I got this new stuff that a lot of people have been talking about, Crave, which is really good. And I can fit this stuff into my day when I can. Tuna, some other stuff back there. And then what you see here is the Quest bars. You probably saw in my last video of all the ones I bought, but got some jerky, dark in there. Fat-free Pringles. So guys, just got back from the gym. It is 9:26 p.m. Gonna have dinner. First thing I'm gonna do though is make this dessert thingy that I saw somebody do before I cook my dinner. So it requires Greek yogurt or yogurt. So I got the scale here, zeroed out, and we'll put in 160 grams. Shoot. One more. So boom, hands are clean. So 157, we'll leave it at that. Angle. And I just bought this, so it's like not as 112, not as thick as normally would be out of the fridge. But so there's this mixture here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stir it up, one hand it, and the next thing I'll show you guys here. Maybe zoom in a little here. Okay. So you want to scoop little. First time doing this. So here's what it looks like mixed. Scoop little like cookie size. Cool. Alright, so we have here 6 delicious looking cookies, which I'm going to put in the freezer. Okay. And so this is going to freeze, or while this is freezing, I'm just going to go and cook my dinner too. So I'm going to get that ready. Alright guys, I got everything laid out. Pre-cooked salmon, I just baked it. Using macros from a salmon pack from Costco with no skin. So it's fresh salmon from my dad fished and got. But here's the rest of the stuff. And I'm going to measure out mixed vegetables. Okay, so I just got the bag open. And one serving comes out to 90 grams. And a trick that I do, is with frozen vegetables. Oh, let me zero out the scale. I moved it. Slippers. Since it's frozen, I like to defrost it in the microwave. Man, this is hard cooking in one hand. So 73. Okay, 89. I'll leave it at that. So what I'll do is I will microwave this, and while it's microwaving, I will get the eggs cooked. And then, yeah, I'll show you guys here in a second. So there it is. I'm going to cook that. And it looks like my frozen veggies are now defrosted. So let's take a look. Make sure you cover that because it might explode all over your microwave. And yeah, not living with your parents means you got to clean it up yourself. So eggs are cooking. And let's get some of the liquid cooked. And I'm going to cook this a little bit differently, and I'll show you guys. So I'm going to season this. Let's see. So the season I'm going to use is cayenne. Brown pepper. And then I like to add the Splenda 0-calorie sweetener. And last thing I'm going to add is Johnny salt. Boom. Then stir this up and make it scramble. This is a lot of eggs. It's like 30 grams of protein. I'm going to put on medium low, and what I'm going to do is move this to the side. My normal trick, spray some more Pam on the empty side, and then next thing I'm going to do is pour the veggies on the Pam side. and let it cook. So the salmon is a little tricky since I cooked it and it's going to be cold. I'm going to do the same thing with microwaving it a little, but you want to be careful because you don't want to make it too dry. So I have a trick that I do. It's I just microwave it a little while it's cold, then I let it heat on the pan with the eggs and veggies. 4.1. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Alright, I'm going to put this in the microwave a little, and I'll show you guys the rest here. I'm actually just going to put it on the pan and let it sear. I'll move all the veggies, and then just let the salmon sear. And while that is warming up, I'm going to put it on the top of a tortilla. These Mission tortillas. Spray all of this here with, I can't believe it's not butter spray. Then I got salmon shake. I'm going to put on the salmon. 0 macro. So I'm going to leave the salmon in here, and what I'm going to do... Okay, so what I'm going to do is put 1 serving of mayo, fat-free mayo, on the wrap. Okay, so 16 grams right here, and I'm just going to put it on their tortilla. So put it on the edge, and then put the eggs and the veggies on the tortilla. This is some technique right here. Okay. So I'm going to just put as much as I can on there, and then the rest I'll just scoop as extra off there. The plate on the scale. And I have the plate on the scale still because I still have a couple things I'm going to add. Okay. Let's see if I can do this nicely so it actually looks good. Oh, there we go. Okay, next step is I'm going to have 2 servings of sriracha and then 1 serving of this teriyaki. Alright guys, 9:55 p.m. Show you guys the macros. So here's a meal. Salmon teriyaki on a tortilla wrap with veggies and eggs. Again, it's a low veggie day because I didn't have time to pick some up. But, let's see. So, we will see. Okay, so I'm on meal number 4, which comes out to 15 grams of fat, 45 grams of carbs, 60 grams of protein, and 16 grams of fiber. And again, here you can see everything. Ignore the calories again, we're only counting macros. And then, yep, there it is. We'll show you guys the last snack when it's ready in the freezer. And see you guys soon. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, after my workout I do take a scoop of glutamine, 5 grams. I just take it straight, like creatine. I did forget to include one other item with my meal, which is 1 serving of fat-free Pringles. So I'm gonna actually measure it out real quick. Sorry, so the fat-free Pringles comes out to 0 fat, 15 grams of carbs, 1 gram of protein. And I'm gonna show you guys here how much 1 serving is. 28 grams. So as you can see here, there's a lot. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy this. And I'll show you guys the next meal. Alright guys, it's 10:16 p.m. Let's see how these desserts turned out. Looks pretty good. I'll show you guys the macros here. So I got 6 of them. And I'm just gonna move it straight to the dinner area. So these 6 right here, meal number 5, comes out to 22 grams of carbs, 6 grams of protein, and 3 grams of fiber. So there you go. And then finishing out the macros for the day, came out to 35 grams of fat, 159 grams of carbs, and 139 grams of protein. 1 gram of protein left. But yep, that's it. Let's go ahead and, before I end the video, let's see how these turned out. So, boom, it's like a cookie. And it just comes right off. Awesome. I guess I can show you guys here. Taste test right here. Yep, these are awesome. Yeah. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys again soon.